that's the biggest thing, the discernment between who's actually there for you and who's just a leech.
Ooh,
there's a lot of leeches and stuff out there that will ride your coattail to the top and then kick you to the curb and take everything that you're doing. But I want to be the first billionaire. My dad's the first millionaire, in a sense, but I want to be the first billionaire in my family, like generational wealth type things.
Yeah.
With the county that I work with, you can be a teacher without having your degree, but you have.
Oh.
Yes. How do you think I did it? We bought our land from our slave owners. It's called Veale Farms. My last name is Veale.
What?
It's a cotton farm. It's been my great-great-great-grandma was the first African American Pepsi model. So my mom's side, yes, she looks just like me.
Are you serious?
She looks just like me. I kid you not. If you look at the picture.
What's up, guys? This is Breonna Moore, your host of the Conversations Unearthed podcast, where you come for me, but you stay for the guests. Today, oh my gosh, y'all, I have an amazing person with me today. I have Miss Kaylah Veale.
Stop it.
So today's guest is the definition of passion and purpose. Kaylah Veale is an early childhood special education teacher, entrepreneur, and the founder of Self-Serve Sundays, with the second business, Exquisitely Divine Herbal Shop. So she's currently earning her master's at VCU with plans to pursue a doctorate in psychology. Her journey is a blend of service, healing, and ambition. And she's just getting started. And y'all, I gotta give Kaylah her flowers for a second, because Kaylah actually reached out to me on social media, which is where I've been finding a lot of my connections lately. And she told me to pull up to something called Self-Serve Sundays. Mm-hmm. And I've never been to anything like that. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm looking at the poster. It's like, you got wellness, you got affirmations, you got a vision board station, you got a masseuse there. I was like, oh, this joint might be legit. You got food. I was like, oh, this joint might be all right. So I was a little late. I pulled up towards the end of it, but yo, I got there. Kaylah greeted me at the door and we had a conversation, and she just casually said, yeah, this was my first event. I had 150 tickets and I sold them out.
Listen, don't have me up too much. Yes.
I was like, wait a minute. 150 people. She was like, yep, they came from out of state and they stayed and they had a good time. And I'm there with, your family was helping you clean up and stuff like that, which was so heartwarming for me to see that your family is like, really involved in your business. And it was still a vibe. The DJ was still there. The masseuse was still there. You were like, yo, you get a massage? I was like, nah, I'm good. You were like, get some food if you want to. I get some food. Yo, the food was so good, so filling. I'm like, yo, you really did your thing. And I'm really sad like that I didn't get to be there for the whole thing.
It's okay. It's but first the mini.
Yo, and I'm so proud of you, and that's why I had to get you up in here. But anyways, y'all, introducing Miss Kaylah Veale. How are you today?
I'm doing amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, today has been a great day, and this makes it even better.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Nice.
I've been excited to get on the podcast with
You've
Bree,
been and we had to really we had to get this together, because I'm not gonna be here in Richmond for too much longer. I ain't even tell that many people that. So I'm just really trying to like get in, priority schedule people who I feel like really have to get their message out. But before we get started, let's just check the temperature. How's your heart? How you feeling?
Feeling really good. I did my morning meditation today, and I feel like I got my mind right. Went to the gym, did some self-care, self-serving. Yeah. And I feel like that kind of set me up for a great day.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And before we So you one of the meditation girlies. You got the crystal. You do the crystals and all that stuff too.
See, it's crazy because I used to be crystal down head to toe.
Yeah.
And now, of course, like I feel like I have some crystals, but I feel like crystals have the power that you give them. So I feel like now I have the power to the point where I don't need to wear the crystals anymore.
Oh wow!
I know it's very deep, but yeah, I stopped wearing crystals. But of course, I still have a few, but like it's not something I'm like.
Yeah.
Crystal down.
Yeah. And when you have the jewelry on, is it any significance with that?
No, I do have the
for aesthetic.
But yes, I do love jewelry. I love diamonds. I've always been very much over the top, and I feel like I try to dress how millionaire Kaylah would dress in a sense. So I feel like every time I go out, I try to look cute,
Yeah.
Because why not?
Why not? You got one life to live.
Exactly. So they say.
Hey, and what? Wait a minute. What you mean? Wait a minute.
Let me stop. But no, for real, you do only have one life with this body, with this shell, with this soul. So I feel like, you got to live it to the fullest. Like, why be scared to do anything? You know? I feel like a lot of people get trapped up in fear, and that, doesn't help them pursue in a sense, but I try to live by no fear. Why be scared? Scared of what? You know?
Yeah, it's one thing you told me too when I met you. I was like, yeah, I'm having the live podcast, come through or whatever. And you were like, all right, when is it I'm coming through? I was like, all right, yeah. I sent you the information, and then I just, for some reason, felt like I could open up to you. And I was like, yeah, my tickets are free, and I'm doing it at this bar. Maybe because I love Ironclad Sports Bar. But, like, it is a bit of hesitancy that I have with, like, getting a space, like, you know, like you did, because you rented out a space.
Yes.
And I have a hesitancy with renting out a space, and honestly, it was because I felt like nobody would come. And I did reveal that to you, and you were like, yo, you got to think in abundance.
Exactly.
It's like, you can't even think that. Like, why would you say that?
There's no reason
of course people will come. Yeah.
Exactly. And I feel like I remember us having that conversation.
Yeah.
And then after I had left your podcast, I was like, what were you worried about?
The live one, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. And I remember you talking about possibly going back into, you know, nursing and what you were doing then. And I'm like, no, don't go back in. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to be done teaching so I can go full-blown entrepreneur. So the fact that you're already doing it, continue to do it. Like, that's last resort. Like, last resort. You know, but you got to believe in yourself, you know? But I feel like that event really showed you, in a sense, too, or gave you a new sense of confidence. And you know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like we have those little moments where we're like, oh, is anybody going to believe my idea? Is anybody going to like what I'm doing? Same thing with my event, because there's nothing like it. Yeah. You know, but I had to believe in myself. Yeah. Believe that God got me, and then boom, like, it just turned out better than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah, no, like, you blew me away with that, especially since your first one. But before we get to that, let me just ask. I want to ask everybody, what was your first relationship with money?
I feel like I've always loved money. Money
yes, same.
Slips through my fingers just as quick as I get it. Yes, okay. I'm a big spender, and I feel like that's a big lesson that I'm learning now as I get older, you know, trying to save. And then even when I learned at your podcast, I think they said 57% of people don't have $1,000 saved. And I was like, whoa, I don't even have 100 saved right now. You know what I mean? Because I was putting on my event, but I was like, that still needs to be a priority too as well. Like, and I feel like that event really changed my perspective on money too as well. So I was going to go get an apartment, but now I want to get a house. Like, I feel like it really, I love what you did. I loved it. I'll be at the next one for sure.
Dang, that make me feel good. I appreciate that.
Even when she was talking about the Maggie Walker grant in Henrico County, I went home and I looked it up. So now, yes,
actionable. You put that pen to that paper, girl. You got it done.
I'm going to get a house hopefully within the next year or so. But I feel like that podcast really jumpstart like my, how should I explain it? Like my thinking broader about real estate and when it comes to like where I want to live and stuff like that. Like, I think it was amazing. But I got my first job when I was 16 in 2 months. As soon as I was able to get a job, I got a job. And I got a job at Target's. Okay. You know, the most hardest place to get a job at.
Yeah, girl, I know.
I'm telling you. Everybody's like, oh, give me a job. And I'm like, listen, I don't even know how I got it. How can I even put you onto something that I barely got into? But like, I got hired seasonal, and then I ended up going full time because they loved me. And I was training people within the first like 2-3 months of me working there. Employee of the month twice. Wow. Yes. And when I started, I was making.
Which Target you was at? The one in Chesterfield?
One in Chesterfield. Okay. Yeah. And I was making like $11.50 or $11.25 an hour starting out. My mom was like, Kayla, that's good. Yeah. But that was my first job. So I was like, $11, you know. But then we went to 13, and then COVID happened. Wow. And we went to 15. Okay. So I was making, you know, good money. I got my first apartment when I was 17, about to go on 18. But I feel like me getting that much money at that young age, I didn't know how to manage it. You know what I mean? So I feel like it was slipping through my fingers even quicker. And I used to love going shopping, still do to this day. Now I tone it back a little bit. But I feel like my relationship with money is changing. You know, it's evolving. And of course it should as you get older, you know. But I feel like I have a great relationship with money. Money loves me and I love money.
Absolutely. I love that. And then we get to your family, because you've told me a little bit about your family. I think when I met you too, you told me that you had this nice car, this nice luxury car. Yes. And you were like, yep, my daddy got that for me. I don't even got no car note. I was like, wait a minute. So what's family like? What was, and I know you said too, it hasn't always been like that with family. So how's that been?
Yeah. So my mom and my dad, I never grew up with like both of them. Okay. I grew up with them separately. But my dad, he's always been a serial entrepreneur. Like, he's never had a 9-to-5. Wow. He's always worked for himself. And when I was younger, he used to own clubs and party promote and stuff like that. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, and like my mom would try to help him. He used to own group homes too. So he's always dibbled and dabbled in different stuff. But as I got older, his money got bigger and got bigger. You know what I mean? So he's been able to help me out and bless me and my sisters too as well. And then my mom was in the military. So, but I remember when I was like in elementary school, she was a secretary. And she kind of like worked her way up in a sense. So now she's making like 6 figures and stuff like that. Yeah, but this is like once she got into her, I want to say like late 30s in a sense. So I feel like now I'm starting to really see, you know, all the blessings in a sense. Like, but she kind of hid that from me growing up. Like I didn't know what was going on. Like, you know, we lived in the same small house up until I was in high school. You know what I mean? In Ettrick, Petersburg.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. But I never knew anything was different. I never knew, you know what I mean? But like they definitely work hard in their own different ways. So I get to see entrepreneurship, then also get to see working your way up the ladder in a sense. And of course I picked entrepreneurship, but I feel like it was nice to see both, you know? But I want to be the first billionaire. My dad's the first millionaire, you know, in a sense, but I want to be the first billionaire in my family, like generational wealth type thing. So I feel like both of them kind of helped me build the perspective I have today.
I love that. But like the thing is with you is that you're a teacher now.
Yes.
And teachers, for me, I think like I love teachers. Anybody who's a teacher, I'm like, thank you so much, because I think that youth are the future. And sometimes it is rough. If you love it, you love it. It's not something that you do for the money. I know for sure. You can't, like, it's just, it doesn't make sense. But having this entrepreneurial mindset, growing up, you know, trying to see money, how it is, how it's getting bigger and bigger. What made you choose education?
And, you know, it's actually
and you going far with this too. Like, you getting your grad degree, what you getting that in psychology. But
and in early child special education.
Okay,
so
and
I'm
in early,
get 2 masters and then a doctorate.
So you going all in with the education.
Yes. Yeah. And it's crazy because that's why I'm like, you just got to let life let you flow. Yeah. Because I was going to be an ABA therapist. I don't know if you know what that is. So it's kind of like people that work outside of the schools with kids with autism and different disabilities and stuff like that on a one-on-one type of setting. Gotcha. So originally I was supposed to be ABA therapist, and they were taking forever to do my training, and maybe like 2 months or so to book my training. And then after that I would get paid after 2 weeks. And I was like, I can't go that long without a check. So I was talking to a friend that's not really a friend, but is a friend, but not really a friend. And she was like, oh, I'm a substitute teacher. You know, you should apply. I'm like, okay, sure. So I applied on Indeed, and I got a call back for 3 different schools, one being a pre-K teacher, what I'm doing now. And then I have a co-teacher, and then I have 2 aides. So it's 4 adults in the class. But I didn't know I was going to be a teacher. They didn't tell me that. And then another school called me to be a 2nd grade teacher, but I would have been in the classroom by myself. And with me never teaching before and getting my undergrad in psychology, I was like, I don't want to do that. So I ended up taking this job at the school I'm at now. And I remember when I originally got hired, my co-teacher, she was doing everything, teaching, lesson plans. And I'm like, hey, I feel like I should be helping you with something. Like, I don't know. And then like 2 weeks later, they finally came in and told me what I'm supposed to be doing at my job. So I'm supposed to be writing IEPs. So that's already a lot. 18-page long document, basically describing the kid as if you never met them before. And then they have goals specifically that I have to work on them with throughout the school year. So being able to count to 10, or being able to say yes to certain things, or being able to walk straight in the hallway without hitting something. You know what I mean? It's just their goals are specifically made for them. So I didn't know what IEP was. I didn't know how to do these goals. I didn't know anything, no training, no nothing. They just threw me into the classroom. But luckily my assistant that I had, which she retired this year, but she's been doing it for years. And she taught me so much. My co-teacher, I learned so much from her.
Your assistant?
Yes. So we have 2 teachers. I'm a teacher. I'm the special education teacher. And then we have a general education teacher. Okay. But we both pretty much do all the same things. But I handle a majority of the special education stuff.
I got you. Okay.
And then we have 2 assistants, IAs. So then we have a general education IA and then an early child special education IA. So it's like 4 adults in the classroom, but like only me and my co-teacher are doing lesson plans. We're doing teaching and other little stuff. The assistants kind of just help in a sense. Yeah. But they're very educated. They've been, of course, there longer than I have. Yeah. So I feel like that kind of helped me and sparked me in a sense. And then how I got into like getting my master's in early child special education, with the county that I work with, you can be a teacher without having your degree, but you have, yes. How you think I did it? I'm like, yeah. So I'm in.
What county is that?
Chesapeake County.
Chesterfield, you don't need a degree to be a teacher?
See, not yet. So you can come on as a an annual sub. So that's what I was. And then I'm working on getting my provisional license. So that's when you become a licensed teacher.
Okay.
So you have 3 years after you get hired to get your provisional license.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So I ended up saying, okay, well, I'll go to school, get my master's in early childhood special education. And my co-teacher actually knows the director over the thing at VCU, over that major at VCU.
Yeah.
So she called her, was like, hey, da-da-da-da-da, I was applying, da-da-da-da. I got in literally maybe like the next week.
Yeah. That network.
Yes. And then I applied to Virginia State for my master's in psychology, but other schools require GRE. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like another SAT in a sense. And I already got my undergrad. I don't need to do that. So, but Virginia State never got back to me. So I was like, okay, whichever one gets back to me first, I'm going to go with. And boom, it was early child special education.
Oof. Okay. So what's the money like with that? Like when you first started?
So you want me to be fully transparent? Say how? Okay. So
well, I mean, if you're comfortable.
Yeah, listen, I don't mind, but because I feel like I make good money at my age. You know, I'm 23 going on 24. I know I look much younger.
I don't want to even go say nothing because I'm just so impressed with. All right, yeah. Every time I introduce you to somebody, I be like, guess how old she is.
I know. I be asking people, and even students in the school, be like, "Are you a teacher?" Yes, I'm a teacher. So make sure you do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
because I will let somebody know.
Yeah, I know.
What was the question?
How much did you get paid?
So when I started out, I was an annual sub, and basically I was making $42,000.
Okay.
So then, which is not bad. So then you take an introductory class to start your provisional license, and then once I took that, I was making like 52 or so. So I got boosted up from 45 or however it was to 52, and then by the end of the year, I was making 56.
Wow.
So now I'm making $56,000 a year as a teacher.
And when you started, you were making $42,000. When you started, how old were you?
I started in August. My birthday's in September, so if I'll be 24, I think I was 22.
I just feel like you've done so many things just to be like 23 years old. I'm like, wow.
I'm telling you, I feel like I've done everything.
Yeah.
Like even working for my dad, I worked for him for like 2 years or so. And I was making like $5,000 a month working for him doing COVID testing.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So money has always attracted to me. I just never knew how to exactly manage it, but now I'm learning how to manage it and also like invest in myself while also, investing in my future too as well. So.
Sheesh. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right. So with Self-Serve Sundays, you just attracting anybody who want to work on themselves.
Yes. Anybody, men, women, any geographic, or what is it? Not geographic. What is it? Ethnicity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to work on themselves, I feel like it's for them. And
how you cover your mouth? Because you said something wrong?
No, not said something wrong, but I am a teacher, so I feel like but it's pre-K. I teach about balls. I teach about buildings. I teach about clothing. So very basic.
Yeah. Very
basic things, but I love it. I love singing. But that's off topic. But
man, I had a nursing, not a student, but she was like the manager of this big place, and she came to work with us at VCU in the dialysis center. She worked at like a dialysis clinic before, so she was like running it over there. But she was she used to be a pre-K teacher, and I was like, okay, but so she was very organized. But I trained her, and then I came back to the unit, and bro, it was like fish on the wall and like little diagrams and stuff on the wall. Like it was these little bags that she put up. One had like candy in it if you having a good day. One had like affirmation. No, I was like, what are you?
I'm telling you.
But it's like, she was like, it just spills out of her. Like you can't ever.
It's a part of me now. I will forever be a teacher. So I don't feel bad for my kids, but they're definitely going to get a different experience now that I am a teacher. But it's crazy because I learned something in my pre-K class. We teach a curriculum about feelings. Okay. We read different books about how they can identify their feelings and something like that. And what I want to do at one of my self-care Sunday or self-serve Sunday events is literally we had a pocket chart with happy, sad, mad, and it was like they had different faces and stuff like that. Yeah. So I want to have them come up. They would come up and they would pick mad. A lot of them pick mad or sad. Oh. Yes, it's very interesting. And I remember I had one kid, he was so cute. And he was like, oh, at nighttime when I'm sleeping, there's a dog outside my window that keeps barking, and I'm tired of it. Like, and I was like, so-and-so, I was like, would you like a hug? And I gave him a hug, and I was like, I hear what you're saying. I completely understand. That could be kind of angry and upsetting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're able to identify their feelings. And when he gets upset, he also has ADHD and autism. Oof. So when he gets upset, it's like he just starts crying, and like he's like, I can't control my body. I can't control my body. I'm sad. I'm mad. Da 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 da. And he's able to identify these feelings. But that is the start of being able to work through those feelings, being able to identify it. You know, so I feel like a lot of adults don't even know how to do that in a sense. So I feel like that's something that I want to bring to Self-Serve Sundays. And they're all in different variations. So the first one was mental, but the next one is physical. So, you know, I kind of talked about it a little bit, personal trainer, yoga instructor. So I kind of want to touch all bases of self-care, not just like painting and vision boards. And stuff, because it's all around.
But them vision boards though, they work.
7.
You have 7?
I have 7 vision boards. And everything on my first one I have, except for millionaire. It's like like a exit sign. It says millionaire, next exit. I know that's coming. Yeah. I'm in the process, but everything on my first one I have.
Man, I made one too. I made one a while ago, and it was like a growing money tree. That was before was that before I flipped my house? I think it was before I flipped my house. I was working as a travel nurse, and I was making good money. And then I had something else on there, which I was just looking through the magazines. And I just started finding stuff. Okay. And it was like, teach kids about money. And I put it on there. And I literally had my first interaction with kids on, what was it, Thursday or Friday? Had to be Wednesday or something like that. Yeah, that was Ashley. She asked me to do one of her leadership camps or facilitate her leadership camp, which it wasn't necessarily about money, but that topic just kind of oozes out of me. It was about podcasting, and they were having like their media day. So I just started talking about that too. And I was like, oh shit, that was on that. So that's why I had a little vision board at my little event too. So people could kind of write down what legacy looks like to them, and hopefully it will, come true. I still have it, and I'm gonna keep it. But that's what attracted me to your, like, when I saw that you were gonna have a vision board. I was like, dang, that might be kind of lit. So let's break down this financial piece a little bit. Do you mind disclosing how much you paid to have this event?
So the space that I had it in was absolutely beautiful.
And you can do like ballpark too. It don't have to be like exact. And the space was dope.
Yes,
the space was dope.
it was great, but I don't know if I would use it again because of how much it did cost. Okay,
it was expensive.
Yes, it was beautiful though, but like, you
could have probably made more money by getting a different space.
I feel like I kind of broke even in a sense, which is not a negative. I feel like it got me out there. I made a lot of connections, and I was able to help people. I just asked to make an impact on at least 100 people, and I was able to do that. Yeah. But I would say ballpark how much I spent. Mind you, I paid for all the food, all the stuff. Dang. Everything.
But your family cooked it though.
Yes, they definitely cooked it for me, and I'm so grateful and thankful because at first I was trying to do it all myself. I was gonna.
Oh, you cook?
I can cook. I can do a little something. So I was gonna cook all the food. I was gonna do everything myself. My grandma was like, "Kayla, ask your mama and ask us for help. Don't try to do it yourself." And that was literally like maybe the week before the event. So then they all really came together and helped me. And I feel like you do need to lean on your tribe, and people that are there for you. And that's what I learned because I can't do it all. You can do it all yourself, but I feel like, let people support you, let people help you. Yep. But ballpark, I would want to say maybe like $2,500.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Maybe I thought you was gonna say more than that.
Oh no, no. The budget, the overall budget was $5,000. Okay, but it's not like I had that, in the savings or nothing. I was just doing it based upon my checks that I was getting. Yeah, but no, it wasn't. I didn't break the bank. And I got my stuff during Prime Week on Amazon. Oh, so it aligned. So a lot of the stuff I had got off of Amazon and different websites and stuff like that, like the canvases, the paint.
And then I asked you, so I was like, did you have sponsors? You were like,
No, I paid for it all out of my pockets.
That's crazy.
I did have a keynote sponsor.
You did say that, yeah.
Which she's amazing. But it didn't provide any money for me.
Yeah, I got you.
And then my cousin also owns his own behavioral health nonprofit in North Carolina. He's done interviews with Taraji P. Henson, iHeartRadio. Yeah. He is like doing the thing. Yeah. So he was like, listen, I'll put my thing on your flyer, make it look good. But no, he didn't give me nothing either. I didn't need it though.
And that's the thing though that I'm learning as well. Like when I do my events, I think my sponsor did. She gave me some money, but she gave me, and when I did take the sponsor, and it was my friend, And I'm glad that I started with my friend because I noticed that I was charging. I didn't charge enough.
Okay.
To do like everything that I did for her. It was not enough. And I'm glad that it was, like I said, my friend, because she wasn't expecting anything in return. Because I even asked, I was like, okay, so you gave me this money for me to promote your business. Did you get any business? And she was like, I can't believe I'm disclosing this. But anyways, she was like, nah, but I didn't do it for that. Like she was like, so I would feel bad if somebody gave me that and then, you know, they didn't get any business from it. But also it's like I triple fulfilled my duty with this. So it's like, you know, it may be coming soon, but I would say I do a lot of free promo right now. But those things have, and I've talked about this before, like I did a interview with one of my good friends. You met her. I did an interview with her. And I paid like $400 to do that interview just for the production. And literally a week after that, she gave me a ticket to the Tom Tom Festival that was worth $400. Yeah. So it's like things happen like that all the time. Like that's like, you know, so I wouldn't have had that without that currency. And that's something that, you know, I feel like you helped me with too, is that abundance. Because when you start thinking in abundance, I feel like my brain literally stretched. Like I felt it stretch, and I was like, oh wow, this capacity. Like even she had invited me to go see Sarah Jakes for her today, and I would have went, but the flights didn't get there until after the event. But it was like an $800 flight. It was crazy. It was an $800 flight, and I was like, man, we're thinking in abundance.
Nope. I get it.
Yes, I get it. Yes. And I was really about to go, but I took too long to get the flight. So anyways, I'm just saying, you do a lot of stuff for free, especially when you're just getting started. But now it's like the money is coming in a little, you know, it's trickling in. It's trickling in, but it's a lot more than I was making. So like, I completely understand what you're saying. The good thing about you, where we kind of like, where you're above me in this, is that you have made money back. Like you've broken even from your events. I do my events and I pretty much pay for everything. This last one I did have a sponsor, so they helped pay for the production. But that support, you know, that and it's just like at this point it's like if you're not supporting me, then I can't, like I'm gonna have to break away. Especially with doing production and things like that and promo and stuff, because it takes a lot of energy to do this, and I'm really leaning on the people that I feel like believe in my vision.
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing, the discernment between who's actually there for you and who's just a leech. Ooh, there's a lot of leeches and stuff out there that will ride your coattail to the top and then kick you to the curb and take everything that you're doing. So it's definitely good to be able to see who's about me and who's not about me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But also with the event, I knew it wasn't going to be anything less. Like, it's like the power of knowing, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I don't expect anything less than the best. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like when you have that in your mind, you literally do create your own reality. Like, if you think life sucks and it's horrible, what is it going to be? It's going to suck and it's going to be horrible. But if you think life is great, abundance, and you attract things that are for you, that's exactly what happens. Yep. You know, and I feel like I'm a living like monument of that in a sense. Like I truly believe in myself. I believe in my vision regardless of what anybody thinks. It took me a long time to get there. Just got here maybe 2 months, 3 months
Girl,
ago. But
I gotta stop saying that you're young, because I think that you guys are so much further ahead than the old heads. I mean, I'm a millennial, so I'm like maybe 10 years older than you. But
what am I, a Gen Z? Am
I a Gen Z? Gen Z, or I think so.
I think I'm a Gen Z.
Yeah, you of the era of the internet and like cell phones. Like you grew up with iPads and
no, I didn't. Grow up with
you didn't grow up with iPad.
Like I got an iPad. I want to say maybe in like middle school or so.
Oh, okay.
But my first phone was like a little slide-up phone.
Oh, okay.
That had a keyboard and stuff like that. So I feel like my 2001, 2002, 2000 was like the last good years. You know what I mean? Because I got a mix of no technology. I went outside and played till the street lights came on.
Okay.
You know, I taught myself how to ride a bike and stuff like that. Like I was outside.
Okay.
You know, I was outside playing. But like now kids don't really do that anymore.
And I just confirmed you are Gen Z, because Gen Z is between 1997 and 2012.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Dang, so my sister will be a Gen Z? That's crazy. Yeah, we're completely, but no, I wasn't fully blown like an iPad kid. I was a TV kid. Okay. Like I did like to watch TV, but I grew up as an only child. Oh, so, yes.
Really?
Yes.
You give me sibling vibes.
I do have siblings.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like learn.
You didn't really grow up with them?
No.
Okay.
Like they live in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes. And I always grew up in Virginia. So it was kind of like a different sense. But when I moved to North Carolina and was living with my dad and my older sister, and then my little sister would come, you know, take my clothes, wear my clothes. That was something I had to adjust to.
Ooh, yeah, that would have irritated me.
Listen, I'm still irritated. I'll still see her wearing some of my stuff now, and I'm like, listen, that's my shirt. I've been looking for that shirt, but it's okay. You can have it. I'm gonna get something else. But no, I grew up by myself. Yeah, played by myself, interact. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I like it because I'm comfortable being myself. I'm my own best friend. You know? Yeah. I feel like it kind of worked out.
I'm an only child too.
Really?
Yeah. I have my dad had another child, so I have a half sister. I hate saying half, but it's like, you know, I have a sister. Mm-hmm. But we didn't grow up in the same house. She's like a year older than me.
It's not far.
It's not far at all. But we just never like stayed in contact.
And I get that. Yeah. I get that. Because when I was younger, I didn't really talk to my sisters that much. Mm-hmm. And then my older sister, we're all 6 years apart. So I have an older sister. We're born on the same day, same hospital, but 6 years apart, different moms. Okay. So, you know, of course she's older than me. You know, she'll be 30 on our birthday and I'll be 24. But like, yeah, she's always been focusing on herself and what she's doing. So it's not like she texts me and was like, hey, what do you think about your future? What do you think? She was living her life. So, but I feel like when I moved there, like I want to say back in 2020, that's when I actually got the sibling experience. Got you. Even though I had siblings, but like, you know, I would go see my dad maybe once a year, maybe. And then I would see my sisters, but every time I came, it would be fun times. We're going out. We're doing this. You know, but it wasn't like, you know, that type of, and I'll only be there for like maybe a week or so. So I feel like it's kind of like a different perspective in a sense. Interesting.
Okay, and we got to talk about these ancestors that you got, that you brought with you today.
Yes, they're always with me.
They're always with you.
Always.
Tell me about how they have been impacting you holistically, financially, mentally, physically, spiritually. How have they been showing up for you? Have they been helping you in any way? I want to know what's going on.
Yes, I feel like I have a whole team. Okay. You know what I mean? I have a team here on earth, but I feel like I have a team in the spirit realm as well that are fighting for me and helping me. Yeah. You know? But on my mom's side, I don't know how many greats it is, but my great-great-great-grandma was the first African American Pepsi model. So my mom's side, yes, she looks just like me.
Are you serious?
She looks just like me. I kid you not. If you look at the picture.
What's her name?
Pat Frazier. But if you look up first African American Pepsi model, my mom's side is from New Bern. So she's from New Bern, and I met her when I was younger. So you know, we're not too far from none of that, none of the stuff from the past. So I got to meet her when I was younger. She passed away not too long ago, but yes, we look very similar. It's crazy.
Okay, let me find it because I'm on my thing is bringing up Bing for whatever reason, but I like Google, so I gotta go to
my Apple computer. We doing that.
Refresh. Is this her?
Sure is. And if you go to this picture, is your thing touchscreen? You can't tell me. One? Yep. You can't tell me that's not me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, y'all do look alike. We could put it up on the screen.
Yes, too. Like literally we look.
Wow, she's gorgeous.
Yes.
What in the world?
I'm telling you. And then that's my mom's side. Yeah. But on my dad's side, to this day, we bought our land from our slave owners. It's called Veale Farms. My last name is Veale.
What?
It's a cotton farm. Yes. And I picked cotton from it too. Yes. I picked cotton from the same place my ancestors picked it from. Yeah. It's crazy. I got the whole video. It's crazy. Yep. Family still lives on it now. My cousin lives on it. But yeah, we still own that farm to today. And it's crazy.
How many acres is it? Do you know?
I don't know how many it is, but it's
big.
Huge.
It's big. I know it's big.
I can send you a video, and I don't know if you want to put it in there, but like it is.
I want to put it in there. Yes. Where is it?
It's in Bertie County.
Bertie County.
Yes, it's borderline. It's North Carolina, but it's like borderline Virginia, and it's the poorest county in North Carolina. Okay. They have a Dollar Tree, a gas station. They don't even have a grocery store anymore. Damn. Yes, and that's where my dad's from. So he's the only one that made it. Well, my cousin is doing his thing too, but he's the only one that made it out and did his thing. Like, you know, it's crazy.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yep. So I got something on my mama's side, my dad's side, and
this is your mom's grandma, your mom's mom.
What? Pat?
Miss Pat, yeah.
Somebody on my grandpa's side.
Okay.
So my mom's dad's family.
Okay, got you. Interesting.
Very interesting, yes.
They say the looks skip generations, too.
Yeah.
So you could be a Pepsi model.
I really could.
You really could just, like, automatically get grandfathered in.
Yes, that's why I don't drink Coke. I don't drink Coke. I only drink Pepsi. Okay, I support my family.
Breaking news alert.
Yeah.
No Coke over here.
No Coke. It makes my teeth chattery.
Yeah.
Unless I go to a different country, because they have, then I'll drink Coke.
Different ingredients and
stuff,
yeah.
But no, I only drink Pepsi.
Okay.
And then even with the herbs too as well.
Yeah.
My grandpa's mom, literally, like, my grandpa used to tell me that she used to take her hair and wrap it up like this and put it in a pen. Because we're Indian. A lot of us are.
Yeah.
But on that side, yes. So she had long, wavy hair. She used to curl her hair up and put a pin in it. And then she used to go into the woods. Like, if my grandpa was sick, she used to go into the woods. This is what he told me. She used to go in the woods, get something, come back and heal him. And his middle name is Holly, named after a holly tree.
Wow. No hospital. No nurse. No.
Nope.
Y'all was like the medicine people.
So that too runs, I feel like that's part of the reason why I'm a herbalist too as well.
Yeah.
But how I really got into, like, my ancestors and stuff like that, it's like something popped in my head one day, was like to communicate with them. You know what I mean? Because we celebrate President's Day, and when we go to the grave and stuff, we'll talk to our grandma and but why not every day? You know what I mean? Why not communicate with them every day? Why only during these specific times? And if you feel like they're watching over you, then they hear everything that you're saying. They hear everything that you're doing. So, and I got a weird confirmation too. So literally, I'd said all their names one day, because I pray every day in the shower. That's how I remember to pray. Every day when I shower, I'd pray.
Okay.
And then I talk to my ancestors too as well. And I just say, hey, help me out. I love y'all. Thank you for the path that you paved for me to walk down and continue to push me to where I need to be.
Yeah.
And I'll say all of their names, all the ones that I know. And I remember I literally went on vacation with my ex. And we went to Virginia Beach, visit their family and stuff like that. And their sister was like, don't get me started on their sister, but their sister was like, they're happy that you're saying their name. Mind you, I never told her anything. This is my first time ever meeting her.
What?
Yes. She was like, they're happy that you're saying their name. I said, I knew exactly what she meant when she said it.
Look, your foot started.
I knew exactly what she meant when she said it. And mind you, I only started doing it a week ago. So then I was like, okay, if I got that confirmation, that I need to continue to do it. So now I ask my grandpa, my dad, different names too as well, so I can communicate, with more people too. And I also say all of those that came before me. But of course, it's good if you're saying their names,
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like they helped me. And even with this event too as well, it's like I feel them, I sense them. And then I've also been having very crazy and vivid dreams. I quit. I don't know if I can say it, but I quit smoking.
Okay.
Used to smoke weed every single day.
Okay.
For as long as I can remember.
As an herbalist, I kind of like assumed.
But you just said, okay, a lot of people don't see it, but
no, I didn't see it. But like once you said herbalist, well, I lied. I didn't assume it, but like when you said smoking, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like medicine.
It is. I would say. Like I see no negative connotation or anything like that, but I feel like I was told to quit smoking. And I was told for a long time, and I finally did. And I felt like in order for my event to go successfully, I had to quit.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of July, I went to North Carolina to visit my family for a whole week. Right, left for a whole week, and I quit when I left. Okay. And literally, me and my friend Maya, I love you, Maya. We made that video, that TikTok video, and it went viral. Oh,
the one that she was like, my friend got something to say.
Yes.
Wow.
And it went viral. Like now, I think it has like 50,000 views on TikTok. Like it has really blown up.
For the people that don't know, it's like it's a trend going on where it's like somebody who's making sure that people pay attention to something that their friend or family member is saying, and they're like, look. Pay attention to my friend.
Yeah, they threaten you.
And they threatening you, and they in the back like this the whole time. And you were like, "Hi, my name is Kaylah. I'm doing self-study." She was in the back like, "Yeah,
perfect person to do it." Literally, but I was like, I made that video, and then like when I went to North Carolina, I didn't sell any tickets. Mind you, that was July 1st.
Wow.
And my event was July 20th, so I didn't sell any tickets.
What?
But I knew. I told you the power of knowing. I knew that it was going to be successful. I knew that they got me. I knew that I was going to be fine. I just needed to put the event on, and then the people were going to come.
Yep.
The people were going to come.
Yep.
And then once I left North Carolina, then tickets started to, like, sell.
How much were you selling the tickets for?
So I had the standard ticket that was $15.
Okay.
And that pretty much got you everything except for vision boards, because the materials for vision boards, it adds up.
Yeah.
And then you get like a little goodie bag too as well. That had a whole range of different stuff in there.
Yeah.
But for the basic ticket, you could paint, you could eat, everybody could eat.
Yeah.
You get drinks. You can journal too as well.
Oh, y'all had alcohol there too?
No, mocktails.
Mocktails. Okay.
But my mom made some bomb lemonade.
Okay. That would have been perfect because I'm not drinking right now, so that would have been perfect for me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not really that big of a drinker.
Yeah.
To myself, like I really don't. Like I never really have been much of a drinker. I was a smoker.
Yeah.
So,
usually if you do drinking, you like to smoking.
Exactly. It's like you do one or the other. Or sometimes you do both. But I was like mainly doing that. But no, I didn't want to have any alcohol or anything like that.
They don't be drug testing y'all as teachers?
No.
What?
I got my fingerprints done. No drug tests. No nothing. Nothing.
Wow. I'm in the wrong industry.
I'm telling you. And when I got hired, because I worked at the YMCA. And then I also worked at a few daycares too as well. I worked with 18 2-year-olds before I became a teacher. Mm-hmm. And that prepared me for anything. I was changing diapers standing up. Like kids were standing up back to back to back to back to back. Potty training and stuff like that too. So I feel like that kind of prepared me. Yeah. But they drug test me. The YMCA drug test me. Mm-hmm. But no, as a teacher, I never got drug tested. Okay. It's crazy for a county. The nicest county apparently in the area.
Yeah, no fact.
So anybody can become a teacher. So
yeah, we need them. Definitely, we need them.
I'm telling you. So you definitely have to have your heart in it. But yeah, it was very interesting.
Oh my gosh, yo,
I can't make this up. I promise.
You are dynamic. To say the least.
Listen.
All right, on now to the fun part. Are you dating? We talked about this a little bit.
I am not dating.
Okay.
I feel like people that I have entertained, I feel like are teaching me more of what I want and what I don't want. Mm-hmm. In a sense, like I feel like I'm getting closer to my person. I sense that I feel it.
Okay.
I do, but I feel like, of course, I need to focus on my career and what I have going up to, but I also want a support. You know what I mean? Like somebody that's also an entrepreneur. I feel like I have to be with somebody else that's also a dreamer. Okay. Because I feel like if you have such a I don't want to say basic mindset, because I feel like that's
I get it.
But if you don't think broader or more big, then I feel like I don't want that type of person.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would want somebody that's more stable into what they're doing, in a sense. But I'm not dating. Yeah. I'm not looking either. I feel like
I got you.
It's going to come to me as everything else.
Yeah.
It does in a sense. But I feel like each person that I have been entertaining has been teaching me more, okay, I like this. Or I wasn't asking for too much. I was just asking the wrong person. So this person can do this, but then they don't do this. But I can find somebody that can do this and this. Yeah. So I feel like it's a matter of.
And it's always an 80-20. It's like not everybody's going to have everything.
No, but
okay, hair flip.
It's like the power of knowing. I feel like the person that I'm going to be with, of course, when you get into a relationship, it's supposed to be work. I feel like if it's easy, then it's not. It's just a friendship, or you know what I mean? Or I feel like anything, you have to grow. And I feel like being with the right person teaches you where, okay, this is where I could grow and this is where I could expand at, but we're going to do it together. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to do it separately, but we are still going to be like, you have this to work on, I have this to work on. Yeah. But we're still going to do it together because we have the understanding of this is what we both want. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, yes, it's not going to be everything in the same person, but why not?
Yeah. Okay, I got some fire round yes or no questions. Okay. I agree with everything that you're saying, by the way. At this point, dating, God gotta just drop the person. At this point, like, it's just like, hey, I'm tired. I be hungry. I'm grinding right now. Yes. I need support. Mm-hmm. And that support conversation is so important for me because I don't feel like I get a lot of it from the people who I thought I would. Yes. You know what I mean?
Usually you're the support person.
Yeah.
I sense that, and I get that. Yeah. I'm the same way. My mom says I pick broken birds in a sense. Ooh. Or you see the potential instead of how they actually are. And that's something I'm learning now, to stop looking at the potential and to look at who they are currently. Yeah.
Well, I'm not even talking about dating for real. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about
in general.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. I get that. Like, I'm the therapist friend. Just how you said, how you just open up to me. I feel like it's something with my energy. Yeah. And people just, and I feel like I don't mind that. I love that. That's why I want to be a psychology major too. But I want to be very broad when it comes to doing that too as well. Because of course I want to be a therapist. I feel like that's something I'm meant to do. Yeah. And I feel like I'm able to give advice that's tailored to the person. Yeah. In a sense. And I don't know if that's psychology or just me as a person. I don't know. Yeah. I don't fully get it, but I feel like I'm meant to use my voice to help. And
I've said this before. You're so poised. Like, are you media trained? You're not media trained, are you? That? Like, no, you're not, Danny. Like somebody like teaching you how to talk to media, like how to, like personal relations person, like PR. Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, as soon as I met you, I was like, she was a child star or something.
Listen, I wish I was. I wanted to be a model and everything, but they said I had braces, so I couldn't do it.
What?
And I had braces pretty much for like.
How tall are you?
5'2".
Okay.
And a half.
And
a half.
Period.
But I look taller. Like I feel like in pictures I look taller, but no, I'm short.
Yeah. That would be the reason. That would be the only reason why I would say that's probably why they didn't pick, because of your height. That would be the only reason. Everything else.
Listen, they missed out. They
definitely did.
I'm still open to doing it now.
Yeah, whoever is,
hit me up. I got you. But
hit her up.
Please
hit me up. I can connect you with her. Absolutely. If you're serious, not if you're
crazy. I don't play games. I'm not a Nintendo.
Ooh,
I got that from a song. Everybody got that from a song. I'm not a 360.
Hey, I love it. And then, dang, I want to do this question, but the dreadlocks.
Yes,
I love those.
Thank you.
How long you had them?
It'll be 2 years.
Oh, that's kind of fresh.
Yes, it has been 2 years in June. June 23rd was my 2-year anniversary, and my ancestors loved them too.
Okay, what made you get them?
It's crazy because it's like, I'm not going to say I low-key manifested it, but I remember in high school, I was like, I want a hairstyle that I don't have to do too much, that looks natural and curly. Yep. And then boom. But originally I started with regular locks. Yeah. Because these are micro locks and I get them interlocked. Oh. So yeah, I don't get a retwist. I get a retie. So they're different. They're kind of like, how sister locks, they get them interlocked. It's the same thing for micro locks. So I started out with regular locks and my parts were so
I thought that they looked different.
Yes. That's why they look more like, not like hair, but not like more like twist type of look. Mm-mm. But I started out with regular locks, and then my parts were huge, and I didn't like it. Okay. So I wanted somebody to get them split. Still didn't like it, so then I took it out. And then my mom has micro locks too. Literally, we're twins, and my grandma and my aunt have sister locks. So they have the tiny.
They got the small ones.
Yes. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it, and I ended up falling in love with it, and I feel like it gets cuter and cuter as the time is going on. So I can't wait till it's like
down your back.
Yes, because it's going fast. My hair grows really fast.
And you have a good grain. It looks like I got I got nigga hair.
It's okay.
That shit is not. It don't curl. It just
really.
I mean, it curls like really tight. Like it curls into naps.
Okay. Yeah. My curl is more loose.
Yeah.
I told you my grandma or great grandma wrapped her hair and put it in a pin, so I feel like I kind of have like a mix.
Yeah. Sense, No, it's fine. It's fine. All right.
I'm ready.
Yes or no? Is it okay to stay in a relationship for financial stability?
No.
Okay. Can you be pro-black and still shop at big corporations?
My mom would say no.
Really?
But I would say it's always been that way. I feel like now it's just more in the public.
Yeah.
So I would say yes and no. But mom, no.
Your mom will say no. I really want to talk to your mom about that though, for real.
She would love to talk about it.
Cause
like she'll see my location, she'll be like, "Why are you at Target? Did you get that from Target?" My grandma too. Like going to go get swim shoes for my little cousin swimsuit, couldn't find none. I was like, "I know where you can't find it." She was like, "Oh, I'm not going there."
But my thing is like, I've tried to shop black. Okay, yes. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I've tried and I felt bad because I'm like, I really can't find any black-owned grocery stores or
herbal shops too. There's none in Virginia.
There's no
black in this area.
Okay.
No, the black-owned herbal shops don't exist. Now I do know somebody that's also about to make one too as well, which I'm excited and also putting on classes. So I'm ready to go to that. But no, it doesn't exist.
It's not any. And then I was reading this book called The Black Dollar, which people were really trying to figure out where to go to get it, and that's one of the things that I want to address with my mission, because I asked God when I was doing the live show. Thank God I'm doing them now, and thank God we doing press and media and stuff like that, because those things really help you hone in on your message. And I had to ask God, like, what is the purpose of my platform? Because I'd be kind of going all over the place. But God was like, the purpose of your platform is to turn power into purpose, purpose into profit, profit into placement, so that your people never have to ask for a seat at the table. And I was like, okay, cool. That's kind of lit. I like that. Because where is the table? We keep on asking to pull up a seat.
The Martin Luther Kings, right? You know what I mean? I feel like we're in a different time to where we don't have those people anymore. Unless you play football or basketball, there isn't really a good Black role model. You know what I mean? And I feel like we're now in a different time where we're all kind of waking up in a different sense, or like we want more. So I feel like we're all kind of doing that. But yeah, you can't. I want my EOS lotion. I want my. You know, there isn't a store that owns it. You know, so if I have to go there, or Walmart, I'm gonna have to. I got. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that shows us how much more work we have to do. Yeah, and it's not that far out of slavery. If you think about our segregation, we're not that far. And
that's why I have to give us grace, because it's like, who else? Like, what other community could be down for 400 years and then have a Black president in 2008?
I'm telling you, that's why. Don't get me started on Black people. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, because I already feel like we already are built different. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's nothing that can get us down. It can slow us down, but nothing's gonna ever get us down. You know.
And that's our empowerment talk for the day. But yeah, it's hard. That's why I said I would love to talk to your mom about like where she's getting things, because like nowhere. And I even went, but I went. You said nowhere?
No. Well, she'll go to Amazon, but she just won't go to Target. Like that's the biggest thing, which I'm like, I get it, I understand. Yeah. Plus, they're kind of overpriced anyways. I only went there
absolutely
because I work there and I got a discount. Okay. You know, so I shopping at Target a long time.
And I like Target too, because it's like I'd rather go to Target rather than Walmart, because Walmart, it just be like real stuffy. The parking spaces are small. Yes. It's like a lot of people in there. Target, it's like,
it can be a little bourgeois, you know, Target.
I mean, is it even bougie though? Like, it's just
no, it's just nicer.
It's just nice,
you know, more clean, more order. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's like the difference between Kroger and Publix. Like, I'm gonna go to Publix
or if Harris Teeter too. I've been their ranch dip,
fire.
Is you like it?
Fire, yeah.
Nobody else has tried it.
Yes,
it's so. I had that at the event too.
Ooh, I ain't get none of that.
Next time, yo, I got you. I
don't even know what you had stuff in little cups. Like
chicken salad.
Yeah, I never seen that before.
Have you ever had chicken salad?
Yeah, I've had chicken salad, but you had it like it was, the presentation was.
My mom is OCD.
Okay, I gotta meet Mama. I love Mama already.
If you come to my house, it looks like it's a hotel. It looks like nobody lives there. Like everything has a spot. It's very.
I know you say y'all got a pool. Y'all got
yes. And I can't even. I remember I told my mom, "Oh, I want to plant some plants." Right. She said, "No, it's gonna be an eyesore."
Oh.
Yeah, so that's to look like a hotel. I love you, Mama, but yes.
And your mom and your dad still together?
No, they were never together.
Oh,
well, I'm not gonna say never.
Wait, but like I thought when you said your house, when you lived at home, I just assumed it was with your mom and dad.
No, my dad has always lived in North Carolina, and then we moved to Virginia when I was like 9 months old. And I think my mom and my dad were trying to make things work in a sense, but it just, you know, my dad's his own type of person.
I got you.
You know,
he was at the event, right?
My stepdad was.
Your stepdad. Oh, okay, yes, okay.
Which Eric is cool. Eric is very great.
Yeah.
And he kind of came into my life when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
6th grade ish.
So which one bought the car?
My dad did.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, my dad in North Carolina. He bought me the car.
Got you.
And we're kind of similar in the same entrepreneur mindset, but no, my dad, he said he wasn't gonna get married till he's 50, and he'll be 52 or 53 this year, and still ain't. But we'll see. I'm hoping that eventually he finds his person.
Bro, this is crazy. My mom was so young. My mom was 50.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. My mama is so young. She had me so young. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Because my mom, she's 48, or she'll be 49.
Okay.
That is crazy.
When my mom was 31, I was 13.
Hold on. When your mom was 31, you were 13.
Yeah.
How old was she when she had you?
I guess it's 18, 17, 18, something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. I think my math be wrong sometimes, but I just remember me being 13 and she was 31. I was like, oh, that's backwards. You know, that's the only reason why I remember
like that. Them core memories.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, not crazy, but
I mean, no, it's
interesting.
Just nasty, child. Nasty.
Listen, it'd be like that though.
It'd be like that. You want kids?
Like of course.
Okay.
Yes, I want like at least 4.
I want 5.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
And I'm an only child, so people be like, only kids be what?
They be wanting so many. Listen, yes, I want so many kids.
Okay, all right. Would you date someone who makes significantly less money than you?
I did in the past.
Okay.
Now, no, my standards are high. You know, they have risen as I have risen. So no, I feel like we got to be equal. If not, make more.
Okay. Well, since you're a teacher. Mm-hmm. Should kids be allowed to choose their own gender identity?
Yes. Well, it depends on what age and what significance. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like, at a young age, what you want to do and what you don't want to do. But I feel like it depends on the exposure to as well. You know what I mean? Because I feel like when you're younger and you haven't been exposed to anything like that, then if you choose that, then okay. But I feel like a lot of times it's due to like outside influences. Yes, to a certain extent. But then I also feel like you're not going to try anything that you don't want to try. You know what I mean? Like as a man that's straight, he's not going to mess with a man that's, mess with a man if he knows for sure that he don't, you know what I mean? So I feel like if you're willing to do it at an older age, though, when you're younger, you don't know. Yeah. You know what I mean? But when you get older, if a man don't want to be with no man, he's not going to be with no man. That's true. You know what I mean? So you know what you want and you know what you like. But I feel like it depends on the age, the exposure. But I did watch I Am Jazz. I watched her from like the beginning. Oh, Jazz Jennings. I don't know. Jazz. Know she is. You don't know who Jazz is? I feel like she's got like dreadlocks. TLC show. I Am Jazz. Her and the girl that's a stud. They together and the girl. Did she have a baby? Okay, no, I don't know. No. She had her own TLC show for years, and she has a video of when she was younger. She was like, I have a girl brain and a boy's body. You know what I mean? And she knew that from like when she was like 4. Oh, she's trans. Yes. Okay. Yes. Got you. So, but to this day, like of course she's fully transitioned, had top and bottom surgery too as well. And she feels more confident into who she is. But of course you have to relearn yourself when you change. But that's with every phase of life. You have to relearn yourself anyways. But she knew young with no exposure or anything like that. Yeah, okay. So I get that, but then I feel like I haven't seen people that are like, oh, well, no, I regret it. Da-da-da-da. So it's just like, it just depends. Okay. I haven't came across any kids like that currently in my school. Okay. But, but we let them be them. You do what you want to do. Hey, that's y'all got a hard job up in there. I just be hearing like about, it's all of these different things with the No Child Left Behind and having to push kids along. I think the lowest grade you can get is like a 50 or something now. Since I do pre-K, we do very vague report cards, and we don't do like A, B, C or anything like that. Like you get a scale in between 1 and 3, and 1 is like for each thing. So identifying upper and lowercase letters, you can get a 1, 2, or 3. A 1 is like you don't really know, but you're still learning. 2 is like you know a little bit, but you're still learning, and 3 is you mastered it. Okay. So it's never like completely. You can't get a 0. You know what I mean? Or anything. The lowest you can get is a 1. The lowest you can get is a 1, but it affects you in no shape, way, or form. So you can still move on to the next. All my kids moved on. Even the ones. How you feel about that? I feel good. I feel like a lot of the kids, it depends on their disability and their IEP too as well. Because there was one that I was like, I don't know, but I write their IEPs. Gotcha. So whatever I put in their IEP, that's what the next teacher has to do and implement. So I made sure that they have a lot of support in and outside of the classroom, and that they're able to have that one-on-one support in the classroom too as well. Because whatever I don't put in the IEP, the county that I work in, I was about to say it, but I guess I said it earlier, but the county, they have to follow through with it. Yeah. So if I said that they need somebody to sit with them during group times, they have to provide it, unless they do an amendment and the parent has to sign it and agree to it. So I made sure that I set up all my kids to make sure that they have all the support, and if they need to do an amendment, they can do an amendment, but I don't want them to have to add anything. I just wanted them to take things away as they progress. Okay. But now when they get to kindergarten, that might be a little different. But pre-K, with the program that I'm working with, VPI program, I got you. Pretty much. Okay. Is poverty a choice? That's a hard one. I feel like poverty, in 2025. Poverty is a mindset. Oh, which that's true. Can make it a choice. But if you're unaware that it's a mindset, then it doesn't seem like it's a choice. Okay. If that makes sense. Should parents charge their kids rent? At what age? I guess it depends. See, I had both. So I moved back with my parents when I moved here in August. And when I first got there, they were charging me $250 a month. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I got you. And then life was happening, and then I ended up, even though I got the car, not paying a car note or anything. Yeah. But I ended up having to get my own insurance in Virginia because I was North Carolina. Gotcha. So now I'm paying $350 for that a month. Okay. Because I was added onto my mom's policy. So mom was like, you don't have to pay the $250, and then she told me that she was saving all of that to put in a savings for me for when I move out. Oh, that's so smart. Yes, but now I don't know if she still got it. I don't know what she got. We haven't talked about it since. But I feel like, in a sense, if they're younger, I feel like teaching that responsibility is a big thing, you know? So I feel like maybe if you're like 21 or so, maybe $100, $50, nothing too crazy, but it also teaches you to manage money and not just, oh, I'm just going to do this because I know, you know?
Yeah.
You have to be thinking about your future and setting yourself up,
yeah.
you know?
I think that like if you're not doing anything, you know what I mean, then like I'm gonna need you to pay some rent. But if I see you trying to build, well, yeah, go or like
I guess pay rent because they'll make them
pay to stay or go. Yeah,
because no, I'm not having no leeches as no kids.
Yeah,
especially when you're, you know, and I know what I was doing at 16.
Yeah,
and I know I got my first, you know, as soon as I was able to get a job, I got a job.
Yeah,
and then I wanted to get a work permit at 15, but it was so many different steps to do. I was like, I'll wait till I'm 16.
Yeah,
you know, but I get that's just me. But you need to have that drive in life.
Yeah,
like because you're not going to be successful if you're not driven.
Yeah,
you know.
And we talked. No, you're good. And we talked about something before about the self-serve Sundays. You said that it kind of helped you see money a little differently.
Yes.
What about money did you see differently?
Well, I'm a firm believer that money is energy.
Yeah.
So I don't mind spending certain things and doing certain things because I know it comes back.
Yeah.
And I am big on affirmations.
Okay.
So every time I spend money, I say every single dollar I spend comes back to me times 3.
Oof.
So every time I spend money, and it's crazy because it's happened before. I remember I got a whole check from the county I work for $400 reimbursing me for the class that I paid for. And that was when I first started saying it. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like
singing?
Saying it.
Oh, saying it. Okay.
Yep. But like affirmations are very big to me, you know, and I get you're just saying it, but you're really building your mindset. Your mind creates everything.
Yeah.
So once you master it in your mind and you know it in your mind, then you know it in your reality. So I don't worry about money, even though I'm not where I want to be financially. I am financially free. I don't worry about nothing. Why do I? I've always been provided for. What's different now?
Yeah. Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
But if you chase it like, oh, I got to do this hustle, you're pushing it further away because it's supposed to attract to. You're not supposed to chase after it. And I feel like that's how a lot of people get stagnant in a sense. Like,
yes. Hey, man, ever since I became an entrepreneur, like I've just seen money differently. Recently, I feel like I just had to pray and be like, God, because I had this knot in my stomach because I'm always used to like having guaranteed income.
How much you said that you was making as a
I was making $6,000 a week. And before that, I think when I became a nurse, I was making like $56K. Then I went up to 60. Okay. And then during COVID, I was still working at the same hospital full time as a nurse there. I wasn't traveling, but I think I made like $116,000 that year. And I went traveling. So anyways, I say that to say I'm used to always having money. However, with that, it came with working 36 hours a week and I'm on rotating shifts. And so like I don't have a life. Like I'm working all the time and then it's stressing me out. I got this PTSD, self-diagnosed, and like I hate going to work. So it's like, what kind of life is that? And then I go out to do entrepreneurship and it's like literally when I first started doing it, it felt like I was on a tightrope. Yes. Because it's like you like trying to balance yourself. You don't know when you about to fall. You don't really know when the next paycheck is coming, but you know you're doing something that is purposeful. Exactly. You're doing something that's purposeful.
Walking in your purpose in a sense.
Exactly, but with that comes with faith. Like to be an entrepreneur, you have to be half crazy. Like you got to see shit that's not there for real, for real.
And not always be about the money too as well. Like you can't be like, oh, I'm doing this because I want to get rich.
Yeah, no,
we're in a different time. That doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, it's
genuinity that gets you farther.
And with that too, it's like you go back to work and these people are only used to being at work. So it was like hospital week or something, and where I work at, we do like a carnival for hospital week. It's fire, like it's lit. We got like fire breathers and like it's beautiful. You know they go all out for hospital week. Yes, ma'am.
I should have known.
They go all out.
I should have known.
So I get there, and at this time I'm an entrepreneur, so I've been like, I'm working PRN, so like maybe once. PRN means as needed, so I'm working like maybe once a month or something like that. So I go in on this day that just so happens to be carnival day, and I'm looking out the window. I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so fun! Like it's like 7:00 in the morning, and it's other nurses around me, and they're like, why would they have that in front of the parking deck? Patients won't be able to get to the hospital, and I'm sitting there like, that's what y'all worried about? Like, but that's literally the mindset that I used to have when I was there. It's like you can't even see the forest for the trees. Like you only see the negative in everything because you're surrounded by anxiety and like sick people, and like this is your life.
It really does build something in your mind.
And those things started breaking, and it took months to break down those barriers. So I'm like, I don't even see how I can go back to that. Like, it's just like, I don't even want to go back to that mindset of youth. And then it's like, oh, I got to take off PTO to do this. And I'm like, PTO?
I hate that. Like, I got to take off time to do what I want to do, and it can get approved or not approved.
Damn.
No, I didn't like that.
It's different.
It's different. But it's all about your mindset, you know? But you see it. In that mindset and out of that mindset, like your mind is so powerful. It makes you want to be here or not be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we need to learn how to train our minds and filter your thoughts too as well, because all your thoughts are not your thoughts.
Do you ever get depressed as an entrepreneur?
I feel like, depression for me, because I am a psychology major, and you know, I'm also very spiritual too as well, but I feel like depression is not a diagnosis. Bipolarism is a diagnosis. Autism is a diagnosis. Okay. You know what I mean? Depression, if you get on a plane and you get $1 million, depression's gone. You know what I mean?
You're talking. Yep, that's true.
So I feel like it's a feeling.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, we choose to wallow in the feelings. And I took a brain and behavior class too as well when I was in college. And basically, there's a chemical reaction that happens when you're happy, sad, da-da-da-da. So you know, like when you used to be real sad, and you used to put on those headphones and play sad music because you just want to wallow in it, your brain is used to that chemical reaction that it'll find different ways to bring it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like anything that's said or done to you will make you sad or da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
So I feel like that's how powerful your mind is too. So I get the depression, but I feel like depression is such a hard word. And I feel like it's being sad. And depression is not a personality trait. Anxiety isn't. I feel like depression is worrying about being sad about the past, and anxiety is worrying about the future.
Yep.
Like you need to live in the present.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go day by day. Like, you know, I feel like worrying about the past, you can't change it. You know, you can grow from it. So there's no need to look back, you know, and then the future, you don't know how it's going to be, you know, an idea, but just trust that you're on the right path in a sense. Yeah. But as an entrepreneur, yes, sometimes I feel like you can get discouraged in a sense. And the week after my event, literally, I don't know, I felt like I was very like, not stagnant, but it was just like, okay, like I'm coming off this high of this amazing event. And now it's like, now what next? Yeah, now what? And even though, of course, I'm planning my next one, but like it's a different event than the one I'm doing now. And like, I don't know, I feel like I was kind of like sad. I'm not going to say depressed. I feel like it's, you know, it's very, very deep, but I feel like I was kind of like sad. And then I fell off my meditation too as well, because I feel like there's seasons where you're not always perfect. Yeah. Nobody's ever fully perfect. Never, ever, ever. But I feel like I kind of fell off a little bit, like for a few days, didn't go to the gym for a few days, not because I was sad, but just because I feel like my motivation was just different, you know? Yeah. But then one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do my meditation, whether it be 10 minutes or 5 minutes, I'm going to do it. And I switched that back off, you know? And I do feel like feelings are a choice. And I feel like it's hard for people to get that when I say it. But like, say you trip in front of a group of people, right? And they all laugh. You can choose to feel embarrassed, or you can just keep walking, because at the end of the day, everybody trips. Yeah. You know what I mean? So in that sense, I feel like it's a choice. And then I feel like, of course, when something sad happens in your life, of course you have the right to be sad in that given moment, but I don't give myself but a certain amount of time to be sad and upset, because I don't want my brain to get used to this release. I want it used to serotonin. I want it used to positive things, dopamine. So I don't want anything negative, you know, filtering my mind.
I love this. Well, listen, this has been an amazing conversation. Honestly, you was only supposed to be here till 6:30. And it's 7:12. So I don't want to hold you up.
Listen, I ain't got jack diddly to do, but it's okay.
No, I know. Look, I appreciate you for being so flexible with your time and so generous with your information. I think that it's a lot of people that are going to really appreciate this conversation. Let us know what you got coming up next and how we can support you.
So my next event is August 31st. I'll probably post a flyer on the 1st of next month, which is tomorrow.
Okay, so 31 days from now, girl.
Yes. So plenty of time for you to get your tickets and come on out. The first one was focusing on mental, which I will roll back. A lot of people love that event. People ask me to take it city to city and stuff like that. So I will be doing the same self-serve Sunday with vision boards and painting and stuff like that. But I also want to introduce other different ways too as well. So the next one is August 31st. Be looking out on the flyer. Self-serve Sundays on Instagram. And that one will be fitness, as I said. I have a personal trainer coming out that owns her own gym, Justine. She's amazing. And she has her whole team that she's coming out with. And then I have a guy named Charles who is going to do the yoga and also a brief meditation at the end, because I feel like a lot of people have not tried meditation.
Dope.
So that's what I want for my events, to try something that you haven't tried before. See something that may work for you that you thought, hey, I would never do this. But once you try it at Self-Serve Sundays, then you never know what can actually help you unless you try it. So I'm excited for that next event, and hopefully get to impact another 100 people too as well.
Yeah.
So definitely come out if you can. It's from 12 to 3, so it's not too long. So yeah, definitely come out if you can.
That's dope. Thank you.
And
I wanted to do one with you too. We gonna talk about that offline.
Self-serve is so broad. We can.
Yeah, I wanted to do one.
I got you. We got it. I'm gonna let you plan it. I hate planning. I love planning.
I just want to. Yeah, you did say I want to show up.
Yes.
And be like, look what we did.
And that's perfectly fine with me, because I'm OCD. I have a set vision and set way that I want things.
Yeah.
So I already just know it's gonna be 10 out of 10. Yes.
I already know it's gonna be 10 out of 10. I was there for a little bit and I had a ball last time.
I'm telling you.
And then also the way I like to end it off is with a quote.
Okay.
So if you have a quote or like a scripture or something that you want to share with the people, leave with the people. Go ahead.
Should have thought about it before.
I'll say mine first.
Okay.
Mine's is very short though. So my quote is, you better get right before you get left.
I like that.
Mic drop.
I'm gonna give one that my cousin actually made.
Okay.
Rashawn Miller. He is huge in behavioral health. But his biggest thing is be who you needed when you were younger.
Ooh.
Yes.
You ain't had to embarrass me
Rashawn
like
Miller. He made that. Be who you needed, or be who you need. Yeah. Be who you needed when you were younger.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Exactly.
Whew.
Snaps and claps.
Double
mic drop.
Double mic drop. We could put all the sounds in here when I publish this, but again, thank you so much for being here, y'all. Definitely tap in with Miss Kaylah. Go ahead and shout out your Instagram and stuff like that.
Yes. So my Instagram is the Divine with 2 E's Healer. And then for Self-Serve Sundays, for updates on all events, on Instagram it's Self-Serve Sundays. So definitely check me out, and come learn some new ways to self-care.
Yes.
You might learn something new.
You might. Hey, come meet the woman, the myth, the legend. Yo, I can't wait to see like how you about to be.
Listen,
I can't wait. Like, I'm so excited to see what you have like coming up next.
I'm telling you, I have so many different ideas in here that I just need I'm acting on it.
Empty the clip.
I'm telling you.
Empty the clip.
So just do it. Let nothing stop you. There's no fear, like fear of what failing out or failure. You know what I mean? But okay, everybody fails, and then you get back up and you learn something new. But like, don't be scared. Do something different.
It's the consistency and the momentum for me. It's
exactly.
Like,
if you can be consistent for a 9 to 5, you can be consistent for yourself.
Ooh.
And I feel like a lot of people forget that. Like, so if you can't implement self-care, then you don't need to be working for nobody else. You know, you need to work for yourself.
Yes.
You know, like take that time for yourself, because you'll take 8 hours out of your day for somebody else's company, but you can't take 10 minutes or 20 minutes to do something for yourself. And that's beyond me. But I get it. I was in that mindset.
Yeah.
So that's what
it's
we're
that
here to
clocking
do.
in mentality.
Yes.
For real. Because it's like you clock in and you don't really have to think. No. Like, people are telling you everything. That's why I was so big on school. Like, I loved school, and all of my exes.
Really?
Yes, all of my exes have gotten their degrees. Yes, like literally, like, because that's how passionate I am about money now is how I was about school. So it's like,
what did you get your degree in?
Nursing.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I got my bachelor's in nursing, and then I went to get my doctorate, and I dropped out the first day.
That's okay.
It was so bad. I was like, this shit is not
I dropped
for
out
me.
of school too.
For real?
Yes. For a whole year and a half. I had an ex that committed suicide. And then
what?
Yes.
While y'all were together?
No, not while we were together. It was maybe like a year after we broke up, but like a few months before he committed suicide, he did reach out to me, ask me for help and stuff like that, and I tried to help in the ways that I could, but he was still lying and, you know, deceiving me, but I didn't know it was going to go that far. And then it went that far, and then I dropped out of community college. I only had one class left until I was going to get my associates, yes. But dropped out. I was like, what's the purpose of life? At the end, you could be here one second and gone the next. So I dropped out. They moved to North Carolina. And then this lady that worked for my dad convinced me to go back to school. And my dad was like, I'll pay for you to go to any HBCU in North Carolina for free. So I was like, okay. And then I took my butt to school. And I was only there for 2 years. But I got the best college experience at Winston-Salem State University.
Which one was it?
Winston-Salem State University.
Oh, Winston-Salem, okay.
Yes, that's where I went. That's the same place my mom went, my grandpa went, and my sister. And that's where I was born. I was born in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So I went back to where I was straight out the cooter.
That's
it's crazy.
That's crazy. And I don't know why some just asking me to ask you what are your hobbies.
I don't know if I have any.
You don't have any hobbies?
No,
you sing, dance?
I used to dance for 8 years. I did ballet, tap, hip hop, jazz, lyrical, technique, and point.
What?
Yes.
And ballet toes be kind of crazy looking though. You don't have no crazy looking toes. Okay.
It grew out. Yeah, I had like I was doing that back when I was like elementary school, and I think I stopped when I got to like 6th grade. I stopped dancing.
Okay.
But believe it or not, I was very introverted. I was very quiet into myself. So my mom put me into dance, so I would start interacting, and now I can't stop talking.
What? And is that acrylic on your toes?
It's gel.
Oh, it's gel. So those are your.
You think these fake toenails? They look fake.
They look good, but they look fake. I mean, that's not a bad thing though. Like they look so good that they look fake.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to my nail lady.
And your nails too.
Yes, I got them done yesterday. I had to treat myself yesterday because it's been a while since I got my nails done.